Okay, so for this next section, anybody listening, watching, I pray to God you're watching.
Yeah.
It's, Courtney, do you have any idea what we're about to do?
I am completely clueless. Y'all have given me no hints whatsoever.
All right,
That's
good.
great.
Perfect.
Last night, I was playing Among Us with Courtney and found out that she is even a fan of America's Next Top Model.
So,
segues perfectly.
With that, we're just going to roll the clip. Welcome to America's Next Top ASMR Artist, hosted by Mackie Studios. The hosts of the Submersion podcast have put together their first ASMR videos. They will be judged by up-and-coming YouTube sensation and ASMR artist, Amber Court. We hope you enjoy. So what you missed,
a little buggy there at the beginning.
Yeah, a little buggy, but this is America's next top ASMR artist. We have all created our own ASMR videos to show to you and the world tonight. And we want to, I don't know, should she just rate us out of 10 here?
Sure. Seems easy enough.
So I have us going in alphabetical order. So
am I first? Do I get to introduce it a little bit?
If you want to introduce it, go ahead.
Just real brief. I was going to go for a nostalgia theme since we were watching the Magic School Bus. Very nostalgic moment for me to go back and watch something from my childhood. I ended up scrapping that theme at the last minute. Still kind of kept it in there, which you'll kind of piece together. But I just know Courtney likes when I do accents and impressions, so I ended up playing off that theme instead. So go for it.
Welcome to Bromatron ASMR. This is broadcasting live to all the blokes and Sheilas out there across the globe. Bromatron, here I am right here in Sydney, Australia, at the old Opera House there, and I'm going to be giving you a audio sensory experience of the Australian people that you won't soon forget. So, in case you didn't know, in Australia here, when you get into an argument with somebody, they might tell you to get on your bike and tell your story walking. Well, I intend to do just that tonight with my audio sensory experience straight out of the Outback. And I'm going to be using some help from these old Pokemon cards I found in my drawer the other day. Probably worthless pieces of rubbish anymore, but I got a first edition Articuno here. He's going to help me tell that story and help you get that authentic Australian sensory experience. Check it out.
This is good.
Wow, that was really great. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a good old camping trip out in the Outback, because I'm really pitching a tent, if you catch my drift, after that audio sensory experience. So I need to hit the frog and toad and get on out of here. Thanks for listening in.
Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I was watching Jamie's face through most of it.
No, I'm very impressed. And this is the thing. Like, so I don't know. I'm next, I assume, right?
You're next, but we gotta get the rating. Or should we wait?
Oh.
Do you want to rate them at the end, or you want to rate them right after you watch them?
I want to rate them right after I watch them.
Okay.
You get a 9 out of 10.
Yes.
Yes, the accent was perfect. The mouth sounds you were making when you were talking also sounded really great. That bike, that was impressive. I've never seen anything like that before.
Yes, I'm an innovator. I wanted to do the most cumbersome thing I could do, and it was a pain in the ass getting that bike in my room.
It looked like it. Jeez.
Well, I loved it. I loved it.
That's
Thank
wild,
you.
man.
That,
The accent just like what the hell is going on? And that you sacrifice an Articuno like that? I mean, dude, that's some dedication right there.
It is.
All right, Jamie, you're next. You got to follow up a 9 out of 10. You want to introduce this?
Sure. It's not a visual extravaganza, but it is. I tried to what I had seen as a textbook definition of AMSR as best I could, while also tying it to a thing that I love myself, which is bad movies. And this is a monologue from our favorite bad movie, Here on Earth, starring Chris Klein. So
My God, I've never heard about this movie so many times. To this guy. All right. Should I just roll this, Jamie?
Just roll it away. I'm not hearing it.
I can't hear it.
Oh no! Why don't you just give me a second here? All right, I screwed that up, Jamie. I apologize.
Good afternoon, classmates and invited guests. Today we mark the end of our infancy, the end of our childhood, the end of our beginning. As new graduates, we look forward with hope to the future. And then the future becomes the past. At what point in our lives do we begin thinking about the past and the future? I know when I was a child, I never gave them much thought. I miss those days. Robert Frost once wrote about his carefree youth, climbing the branches of birch trees. He wrote, "So I was once myself a swinger of birches, and so I dream of going back to be. So do I, Mr. Frost. So do I."
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
That one, yeah. So that is the valedictory speech by Chris Klein. He has been kicked out of school. They have taken away his valedictorian title. He climbs to the top of a hill and speaks these lines.
Wow, that eye contact did it for me.
That was. I tell you what, if I was ever to get into ASMR, that's the content I'm looking for. Jamie,
Also, I feel like this is a unique.
That was awesome. I love that.
Well, it's not important what we think; it's what our guest host and key judge Courtney thinks.
I'm gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. You don't understand how good that sounded. Like, wow. Besides, like, I was listening to your words, but I was mostly only hearing the noises, if that makes sense. Right. I kind of was paying attention to what you were saying, but I was mostly just listening to how you said it. And you could make an ASMR channel. Like,
wow.
So was it because of the thing, and I was wondering this because I kind of chose that because it was from the movie that I liked. But at one point it says like branches of birch trees, and I was like, did I stumble upon something good just here? Because in my ear I was like, that sounds good, like a birch branch trees. I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, that
alliteration
sound. It sounds good.
Now, Jamie, I'm not going to lie. Like, I had to preview these a little bit, just to get them ready. And when I first watched yours, it like freaked the shit out of me. I was like, what is he doing here?
He had a little bit of like a Nosferatu vibe there. Yeah. How he was like hunched over.
He was like hunched over, and then his eyes shot to the camera. I was like, oh my God, what's going on with that?
I did that one on purpose.
Yeah, that's good. You like stared into my soul when you were doing that. I should introduce mine. Maybe I even shouldn't. I don't know. There's certain.
Do you want to be final, Kyle? Or did you want to be the final one, El Capitan?
No, it's fine. You want to do yours? Okay.
Oh, I don't care.
We were going alphabetical, so.
Oh, that's fine.
There are certain stigmas and stereotypes that I have to live with having the name Kyle, and that may tip off some listeners, or Zach, I think he might know a little bit. And there's also some other stereotypes I live with being a girl dad. So with that said,
my name is Kyle, and this is my first submission to the ASMR universe.
my God.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I love that. Black
Yeah,
and
man.
white.
get that all in there. The Monster cans, the American Girl doll. Yeah. Just doing it real big.
That
And
was
then you'd mentioned the silicone baby earlier. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God. Like, I mean, I've got this doll.
very similar, very similar. No, that was art. I'm not even kidding. It sounded really good. And that the baby doll, the monster cans, I wish you would have tapped on them. I wanted you to so bad. And
Oh,
you,
really?
when you clinked them together a little bit, I was like, ah. But the baby doll was great. The scratching and then the little knuckle rubbing together. I'm gonna have to give you I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10. I almost want to give you a 7 out of 10 because you didn't tap on the monster cans, but
Yeah.
but the quality of the video
Yeah.
saved you.
I loved it. That was my favorite so far.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm interested to know what the listeners of our podcast are going to think is actually happening in these things.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
I
They're like, what the hell are
appreciated
these
the-
noises we're hearing?
Right, especially little knuckles going against each other.
Yeah.
Like, what do they actually think
I
of
thought he
this
had some
thing?
innovative sounds there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh. All right, here. And then Zach, you want to introduce yours?
Yep. So mine was originally like 4 minutes. Had to cut that down to 1:30. You know, so there's a Zach ASMR after dark. If that's like 4 minutes, that's 4 minutes long if we ever post that. But this is shaved down to 1:30. And I'll preface this saying I was 3 drinks in on an empty stomach.
Yeah. What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh. A screw. What else? Oh. Inches. A hammer. Hammered. Yeah. Get your caulk out. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's Saturday Zach Live, ASMR Live. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. The ending right there? Holy shit.
One take.
Oh my goodness. I think
Uh,
that classifies more into the aggressive ASMR category.
that's definitely more aggressive ASMR. Okay.
I promise cry laughing and
yeah.
the fans get it. That was great.
That
Because
was
when
good.
you dropped that at the end and like it sounded like my like speakers were just blown out.
I know.
Like, what the hell was that?
When I listened to it the next day, I was like, I'm going to keep it in. I got to keep that in. It's so stupid.
Okay. So I absolutely loved that. If I could give that a 10, I would. But in
You
the
can.
name of ASMR, I'm not sure I can. I really think you'd cause somebody more stress with some of the things you were doing. Like you hammering your hand, I'm just like, ow, okay, and hammering the mic.
Oh my god.
When the sounds weren't busting my eardrums, they were nice. They were very nice. Your whisper was good up until you were talking in a normal voice at the end. That ending, probably. I'll give you an 8 out of 10 as well.
Wow.
Honestly, if you had whispered throughout the whole way through, and you keep the dropping thing at the end, and that's fine. The comedic relief, that's great. It was the hammer on the microphone that was just like, oh no.
Wow. Okay. So, winner of America's Next Top ASMR with a score of 9 out of 10 is our Australian Pokemon card bike man, Brom.
I feel like I don't deserve it, and I'm not trying to be humble. I really loved what you guys did. That it was kind of just one after the other. I just loved it more and more. You guys did great too.
Yeah, with our powers combined, maybe we got something on our hands here.
Submersion ASMR. We'll have to think of a good witty name.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the crazy thing about ASMR. Like, Brom, yours is my favorite. Like, I found it funny, but also your accent and the way you're saying the words really did something for me. But you said you liked Kyle's more, and that's just how ASMR works. Different things work for different people.
Yeah, I feel like I could watch like Kyle's for an entertainment value. I don't know if I'd get the tingling sensation. I haven't got it from the videos I've watched so far, like sincere ASMR channels. But just Kyle innovating with his sounds and his production quality was really fun. I like Jamie's obviously from a humor perspective as well. Was that Chris Klein's character?
Oh yeah.
That gave that monologue. That was hilarious. And then what else can be said about Zach? That was a masterpiece. So
my God, dude, when the tape measure went in, inches. It's like, my God, what is? Why?
I'll on the Google Drive. I'll put my whole video up. It's
great.
It's ridiculous. I like Jamie's the best. Jamie, I could honestly,
it was simple.
If you did a YouTube channel that was just like epic movie quotes or like something like that,
Chris
but
Klein
ASMR.
Well, I actually recorded another one, but I deleted it. But it was It was a monologue from Dungeons and Dragons adaptation. It didn't work though because it's a dialogue and it was a little too intense. So I kind of.
So you'd be like sitting there talking yourself, or you have two.
Kind of. It's like, and what for mages? And it doesn't work for whispering. The intensity of the mages.
Was it the evil wizard? What's his name?
No, Jeremy Irons, but no.
Jeremy Irons, yeah.
It was not Jeremy Irons, although that would have been crazy. It'd just been cackling though, so it doesn't work for whispering either. His character's crazy in that. No, I mean I think this is actually kind of interesting. This is the first real intensive video thing we've done. It is kind of fun.
I had a blast.
I did too. And this is like I said, the second thing my wife walked in on me doing, other than me doing the VR, and she walked in and I was doing this. She's like, "What in the hell is going on here?" I'm like, I've got Emma, my daughter's doll.
What part did she walk in on? Was it you with the baby? Because I think a lot of people would ask questions about that.
It was like right after I was done. So I had like all these lights on, this big green screen up. I had the doll in my hand still, and she's like, "What's going on here?" I'm like, "You don't want to know. Just let me be. Let me do my thing here."
All right. Thank you very, very much again, Courtney, for participating in that. I hope you had fun with that.
That was great. I had no idea. I could have never even guessed what you guys were going to do.
We have no shame.